Hello, and welcome to our VBOUT monthly partners meeting. We are in July 2024, in case you missed the timing. And as usual, we'll be covering all things VBOUT releases. We'll share with you some resources that you can repurpose. And at the same time, maybe some couple of ideas or tricks on how to use some of the features. This is not by all means a technical troubleshooting. So if you have any questions about something you're trying to set up on VBOUT, I can try my best towards the end of this session to answer you. Anything that requires deep technical should go through our support team. Before I begin, I would like to welcome everybody who joined us live today. You're putting in the time and effort to be on these calls, and we deeply appreciate it. So quick shout out to Ali, Blaine, Cameron. We have Gio, Hope, and James. Welcome. Johnny Drinkwater, always welcome. Ludo, Mike Harrison, Molly, Sean, and Sylvie. Again, thank you for joining us as we go through this quick or brief summary of the VBOUT latest releases. Very excited about today's features and what's coming in the next couple of weeks. So you'll get first dibs on that. All right, so the usual format is we go through the updates, I'll share the resources, and I'll leave the questions for the end. But even throughout my presentation of the new releases, please feel free to ask and interrupt so we can make this as interactive as we can. This also is broadcasted on YouTube, so you'll have a recording, and George will send the summary after this via email. So you won't be missing out on any of the content that we're sharing. George, before I begin, I just want to do a quick mic check. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, all good.
All right. I will be toggling my screen back and forth between the presentation and the software itself. So if I'm looking on different screens, that's probably the reason. Perfect. So let's begin with our latest releases without wasting any time. The first release that we have is the support for OpenAI 4.0 Turbo. That will be available on your account for using the deep features of OpenAI's integration, which is usually the AI chatbot and also the agency bot support. And the way you can toggle this is if you go to your AI under connection, OpenAI, you will see this new 4.0 Turbo opening up soon. Okay, it's not showing now, it's just final testing, but we're trying to push it by tomorrow or probably by Monday. Now, if you don't know what that release entails, OpenAI released 4.0 Turbo to make it cheaper than 3.5 Turbo, and the responses are more accurate as well. So don't you love it when things get cheaper and better, right? This is probably the best kind of news we'd like to hear. So the 4.0 Turbo will be available soon in terms of the model support, and that will serve if you have the all-you-can-eat multi-channel AI chatbot, which means you're using your own OpenAI API, and also for your agency custom support or chatbot support. So this is the first release that we have, and we're going to be updating also our default credits to be using that model very soon if you have the multi-channel AI chatbot. And again, this is going to improve the quality of the responses, which is important. All right. The second release is we added in our new landing page builder an AI writing capability that's using our default OpenAI keys. That means you don't need to worry about getting your own OpenAI key. That's usually within the credit system that we have. So we announced the release of our landing page builder. It's the new builder that we have. So if I am to create a landing page and go to my new landing page builder, and let's say I'm starting to, put in a copy here, If I double click on any text, you will notice on the editor, there is an AI option. Click on it and you will see some pre-designed prompts. Many of you are already familiar with this if you're using Notion or other systems, is you can do a custom prompt, you can change the tone of an already existing copy, etc. And this is using credits on your account. So you'll see right here how many credits you still have for using that particular function. So it's already fully baked in. It's a slightly different change from our previous AI pop-up that lets you customize and do certain things. We just realized from a user experience, people are more familiar with this process of the AI integration to generate and rewrite copy. So now it is part of this editor right here. Okay. So that's the second release. Hopefully you guys will find this handy. And I'm wondering, how many of you think will use this AI feature to write content for landing pages? Because I have kind of a split type of marketer from what because I speak a lot to our clients and we get feedback on, all right, I'm really outsourcing a lot of this stuff to AI versus no, I'm still writing things from scratch because I want to maintain the integrity of our brand and tone and so on. So I'm wondering, you guys with us, how are you split? Are you fully outsourcing content writing to AI with some modification, or are you still building this from scratch? It'll be good to hear. So Sean's saying AI is a daily use item for us. So yes, very much. That's great to hear. John starts with AI and then get fractions. I improve it. Good to hear as well. Cameron is a mix of both AI and human involvement, which honestly probably is the majority of us, right? We use it extensively, but I don't like the tone because like you can almost tell when writing something through AI, even if you give it instructions on how to sound and so on, that it is kind of written by AI. Some words are redundant and some words are quite uncommon. Well, thank you guys for sharing your feedback here. Dave said both for me. I haven't used it in VBOUT yet, but this is good. So yes, Dave, if you are, or if you haven't used it, we integrated AI content in the major parts of the platform. So now it's in the landing pages. It wasn't before, particularly with this new landing page builder. It's also inside the email copy. So if you're writing an email with the editor, there's an AI option too. If you're composing a social media post, there's an option for AI. If you're composing an SMS message, there's also a component for AI content. So it's fully integrated across the board on the platform. Cool. So Lead Funnel said, I use a mix of both in Google Ads yesterday. Yes, definitely AI with ads is helpful because it's not just basic writing. It integrates, from what I understood from Google and Facebook, is the AI capability inside their ads. It's just piggybacking on some of the best performing ads across the entire network. So it has a little bit of an advantage versus using an independent content writing and ads. This is all I know about that. So thanks for sharing. All right. The third release is the ability to drop custom HTML blocks in the new landing page builder. Also, this is a new release. Many of you asked. This is a fairly recent component as an update from the previous legacy version of our landing page builder. Now, you do know that our landing page builder has always supported custom HTML blocks. This one now started to support it. So you can see when you drop the HTML, there will be a code editor on the left, and there will be a CSS editor as well. So you can toggle and control some of these content right from here, okay? So now you now have the ability to drop in a custom code builder. Now, from those of you who are with us, who are joined after the intro, welcome. I'm wondering how many have started using our new landing page editor And have you built something that is converting already? Just drop us in the chat if you want to give us some exposure to your current landing pages. Or if you have any questions on those two features right here, that would be great. All right. So Corey Graham started using it. Thank you, Corey. I started using it as well in some of my personal projects. It's great. I do like the legacy one because it had a lot more flexibility, but the interface and some of the capabilities here are a lot better than the previous one for sure. So Sean gets more features with an alternative landing page builder. That's just that feature. I totally get it. Sean, thank you for sharing. And of course, VBOUT is made to consolidate as many tools as possible. But if you feel like there are some other platforms that could serve your need better, I totally understand. But the depth of the integration and analytics and everything else make these components very much appealing. Not to mention, our AI chatbot, multi-channel AI components can be easily deployed on our landing pages with just one button. So that's only one of the few advantages of using an integrated solution. And if you don't know, our multi-channel AI component is now available on your account. If you don't see it, you can go to the add-ons and install the introductory free tier. But to activate it on a landing page is just click on the tracker setting, hit activate, and that will be available for you to deploy the chatbot on. Okay. Very cool. Any questions on this before I go over the next release?
Seems no questions.
Thank you, George. I'm not monitoring the comments, if any, on YouTube, so you can just keep an eye on that. All right.
Yeah, of course.
The fourth release is now the multi-channel AI chatbot supports DMs on Instagram. And for me, this is really big because ultimately what we're trying to do is we're trying to turn your stories, your posts, your reels. I'm not sure about stories, but your Instagram can become a funnel. So anything you post, we can try to get people to the funnel to collect the lead information. And I have a lot of exciting things that we are trying to test internally, including turning comments into prompts for the DM. Okay, so right now, if you go to AI chatbot, and let's say I have this chatbot running on a couple of channels, you will see on the output side of things an Instagram bot. And all you need to do is just link this up to the Instagram bot. Okay. All your channels that are connected should be shown in here. You will choose the channel of choice. And now the bot can become part of your Instagram DM, answering questions and even prompting people for their email. And that's really how the funnel, how I visualize the funnel working, right? So to give you an example, what I created here is I turned a whole bunch of YouTube videos that are a couple of hours long into a transcript, which is already done by YouTube. But I fed the bot the transcript so it could answer questions from the content of those videos. And I activated a form, which you see here, including the behavior. And there are two ways to embed forms in the AI chatbot. One is to display the form as a whole, or two is to prompt with the basic questions. Like I can say things like, can you please provide your email? Can you please provide your name? So whatever fields you choose for the bot to prompt the user can be configured here, right? And that's the beauty about an integrated solution like VBOUT is the ability to configure the form with its deep features and then allow the bot to pick and choose the fields to gather information. All right. So if I am to turn my Instagram page into a funnel, you can create a video and you can say, DM me with this keyword, and I will send you a link to, let's say, a free guide or a free tutorial or a course academy or even an e-commerce coupon code. free product or 50% off. So you can think of these as a marketer and get those reels out, right? Some people, they, have posts that are trending, they mesh them together into their own posts, and then they send it out into the reels world. Now, the good thing is when people DM you with something, the bot can respond back with collection of their email. Please provide your email, and I will send you the code to your inbox. And that's really the first part of this integration. We are looking into also listening to hashtags on both Facebook and Instagram. I'm just giving you first dibs into what we're testing internally, so that also you can say within the post, comment this particular keyword, and we will send you the information about the particular content copy, right? And the reason we're doing this, because we understand the way Reels and Instagram and Facebook works, is the more people comment on your post, the more likely that post will have better engagement and more visibility. So that's sort of the whole thing, is how you can turn all those views and eyeballs on your Reels into a funnel that's ultimately pushing leads into your VBOUT automations. All right. So again, to summarize this particular release, the multi-channel AI chatbot can now be launched on your Instagram. It already was supporting Messenger, Facebook Messenger, your landing pages, your SMS. So if you have a number through Twilio, you can now turn that number into a fully automated AI chatbot, and also, of course, on your website. All right. Now, the goal here is we're trying to push this on WhatsApp, Telegram, and a few other channels as we go, but we've made some significant progress the past few months in getting it on 5 channels so far. All right. I'll take any questions. I know I have one from Lead Funnel. Can I ask what is the best way to use booking to know appointments you already have, or is it best to integrate something else for that? So I guess I have 3 questions from Lead Funnel, and I'm sorry, I don't know your name, if you want to drop me your name, so it's not too generic. The best way to use booking to know appointments you already have is to use our own booking, calendar booking component. Awesome, Derek, thank you. If you don't know, you already have a booking component under settings. You can scroll down to the booking settings, and you can connect to your either Google Calendar or Outlook. Create a calendar of choice, okay? For example, here I have a few, and you can configure a lot of this stuff here. We built this component from the ground up to replace things like Calendly or a Chili Pepper or something like that. So here you can set up your Zoom integration, privacy policy settings, availability, and even the communication. So I can have, custom email reminders, okay? And anything that goes through this application will be logged on the profile of the person, which is also the power of using an integrated solution. So if I go to this profile, for example, I can see the booking done on this profile, if it's confirmed, if it's canceled, like this one was canceled, for instance. And again, it's a replacement for a product like Calendly. So Derek, it should integrate with your calendar to see the availability. Sorry, I'm just maximize my chat here. Okay, it doesn't pull. Okay, I see what you're saying. So you want to be able to tap into your existing calendar to see if that's something that's already booked there and what it is. Yeah, it doesn't display it, but the calendar should read the availability, so it doesn't conflict with the existing bookings. But it does not pull on VBOUT's view an already existing event. I can see if this is something that could be integrated, because we already have a calendar for social. But right now it's not on our roadmap, to be clear. Okay. Got it. If you block your calendar for 2 hours today, I mean, technically it should read it. I don't see why not. The component was designed to behave that way. But there are sometimes things or configuration on the calendar that might overlap. So for I'll give you an example. If I made the minimum booking notice to be 2 days, if you change something today, it's not going to affect because people won't be able to book you anyways, right? So play around with these and try to book or block off 2 hours that you said and see if there are any issues with it. Please report it back to the team and we'll get right on it. This is a relatively new component, couple of months old. So, working out through any issues that were reported, of course. All right, the second question from Derek is, will we integrate voice into AI chatbots? Derek, everything is possible. I have a lot of kind of ideas for the AI bot, including voice and video integrations, including calendar booking to book directly from the calendar. So I have a lot of stuff planned for it. I just don't want to promise you an exact date because a lot of moving parts are changing on the AI bot, and we're trying to grow the team that's focused on the AI components as well in the next few months. So short answer, yes, theoretically, we will integrate AI chatbot. Just be on the lookout. Yes, we can actually program the bot to answer questions before answering the first response. And I believe the behavior can be configured here. So if I double click on the AI chatbot, I think prompt users with forms after first questions. Try to put 0. That might be the answer to it. And play around with these as well. Okay. And I think if you put 1, it might answer that first question, but then it might show the form. Perfect. Cool. Any other questions on this? All right.
No questions on YouTube, Richard. Okay, I'm
Sure.
monitoring it.
I'm listening. I don't have YouTube in front of me, George, so can you please share it?
Sure. We don't have right now, but I said in case we have, I will address them for you.
I don't know what the question is, though. So you got it?
No, I mentioned no questions on YouTube so far.
Oh, my bad. I heard that. I have a question. Okay.
No, don't worry.
All right, moving on to the next release or something that's upcoming. So these are already out, OpenAI anytime. The rest of the stuff should be on your account. OpenAI Turbo, I mean. But soon we're going to have the conversation starters in the AI chatbot, and that's going to be shown on the bubble. So when people visit your website, you're going to have the bubble of the bot on the bottom, and you're going to have the sort of floating icons so people can click on them to prompt the first question. And that will also show within the chat interface when you expand it. So conversation starters, trying to push it next week or so. Be on the lookout for it to kind of prompt people for the first questions. And we know how important conversation starters are for certain industries like e-commerce and content creators. So that's going to be supported very soon as well. And one release that I'm particularly very excited about, we've been baking this for quite some time, is Google My Business Support. I know I promised it earlier this year. It got pushed a little bit, but now my team is about to release it in twofold. The first fold is going to be support publishing to Google My Business account. So if you are working with local business, this is definitely an improvement. It's going to work exactly like you manage the other stuff. You go to your social media, you're going to see your Google My Business connection somewhere here. So that means we're going to be supporting 8 different channels for you to post on and automate posting too. And then when you are composing the posts, let me show you. And this is testing, guys, so you're not going to see this on your account. You're not allowed to do short videos yet on there. It's just going to be a simple image or text post, but all your connected accounts to Google will be shown. You click add, create your posts, including your image, and then the post should be published like you see them right here on your accounts. Okay, so Google My Business integration is coming very soon, not only to post, but of course, just like we do with most channels, we will add the streams. So you will see on the streams eventually what are the feeds and comments, and also the reviews. Now, I don't know exactly the endpoints that are supported yet, guys, because this isn't within my team, but we'll be on the streams, so you will be able to manage your clients' pages directly from here, side by side with the other channels. So if you're working with local business, now you can say we're going to manage your reviews for you. For example, when working with Google, I can activate the reviews and do review management from here. And now you'll have the Google My Business. I'm sorry, Facebook and Google. All right. Mixing things up a bit here. So be on the lookout for the Google My Business. We're just going to have to complete the set and finalize the application with Google and give you access to it very soon. Aiming for August, unless we hit any roadblock with the application submission itself. That's it. All right. Any questions on any of these releases? Perfect. All right, now I have an announcement to make about our AI chatbot component. I am working with few niche agencies specializing in particular industries. And I'll give you an example, working with book publishers, industrial companies, and also e-com to help you craft the best offer to sell the bot and make it shine within those industries. Okay. And the support comes from us in terms of, one, we might provide you with a list of leads that you can go after through your own VBOUT instance. So we might give you about 100 or 200 leads that we will gather from the web, and you can plug or create an email sequence to do an outreach to those accounts and try to sell them on the bot. The offer is quite simple. We are offering them a free integration, and if they like it, they turn into a customer. So if you're an agency or a reseller for AI chatbots, and you would like to work closely with me on your industry, given that it's not already being filled, please send me an email to rich@vbout.com. So we're going to give you support, as I mentioned, in a couple of ways. We might work with you on crafting or building the bot for that particular industry. Of course, give you the training needed to use it. Perhaps give you a list of leads to go after as well, and to build case studies within those industries. So here's my email for those of you who are interested. Send me a message and we'll try to schedule things very soon. All right. Perfect. So these are the releases, you guys. I want to move on to the resources that we have. Now, if you want to suggest any features, we have our product roadmap, which George will drop in the chat, the link to it. And you can give us your suggestions for any features. Of course, we cannot get to every single suggestion, but we try to prioritize things based on trends, current integrations with the platform. Of course, your feedback matters and so on. We also have our training, which is an evergreen webinar that I've recorded. That will be updated soon to reflect the new features like the AI chatbot, the new landing page builder. But if you want to be trained on the platform thoroughly for a 2-hour long session, there will be a section on your account to watch the evergreen webinar. But of course, we do have our academy too, which lets you grab the agency certification or even just the regular certification, meaning you don't need to be an agency. We added the AI chatbot there and also updated the landing page builder to reflect the new editor. All right. Perfect. Now we do monthly events. We won't be doing one in August. We usually take 2 breaks a year, one in August and one in December. So last one was building and integrating AI chatbots for multi-channel marketing success. But if you look at the entire library of events we've done, we'll give you the presentations so you can repurpose them for your own community as you see fit. You have full permission to repurpose the content. And in fact, we want you to take a little bit of a shortcut, and that's 50% of the work, assembling, information and layouts and stuff like that, and using it as your own. And many agencies who we work with are actually doing that. It makes me very happy to pass on the information to you and you pass it to your community. So however we can support the events and the topics that we discussed during our workshops are available to you on our events page, but also on your partner portal if you have an agency. If you don't know where that link is, as an agency, you can go to your partner portal. And under the partner portal, there's an option here for resources, and you can download all the documents. Let me just go to a different account. So you have all these different past events. Cool. Now, last but not least, a couple of blog posts that are worth looking at. And if you would like to post on our blog or cross-promote some of the content, given that it aligns with what VBOUT offers on the marketing platform side of things, between email, automation, AI chatbots, please feel free to reach out to George to coordinate. We will give you priority because we get so many requests to do guest posting on our blog, but of course, priority is to our partners, and especially if you're with us as well. That gives you visibility, obviously linking from a high authority website like VBOUT, because we have good assets on Google search, can be good for you as well. So the blog post here is the impact of AI on streamlining e-commerce operations, and also new myth in email marketing in 2024. Full permission to repurpose these if you'd like and reuse them for your own blog posts. So this is it, you guys. If you have any questions or any
Yeah,
additions.
Richard. We have a question from Ludo. He's saying, for Google My Business, I would highly appreciate an option of automatic reactions, for example, 4+ ratings, where the bot would take random answer from pool of answers. Do you plan something like this?
Automatic response. I don't have an automatic response, but I don't see why that couldn't be part of the AI bot that we're building. Okay, I would love for you, if you don't mind sending me, I'll put my email in the chat, an example and a screenshot so I can kind of understand exactly how that works. Again, I don't see why not, but some of these integrations are at the mercy of the AI endpoints, API endpoints, sorry. So if they could provide a webhook when like a review comes in, we can grab it and automatically answer. I mean, that could be supported. But please send more details to my email. If you have any video screen grabs or anything like that, that would be helpful. Okay. Perfect. Cool. All right, George, any other questions? It seems like everybody
You're
got the
welcome,
questions
Blaine.
answered. All good?
No, yeah. Thank you, Sean. Have a great day too. Blaine, thank you. It's going fine, Richard, on YouTube. We had Dawn was saying hello. No questions there. And I think these are the questions. Guys, if you still have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the chat. and Richard will answer them.
All right. Looks like everybody's good. Well, with that, I want to thank everybody who participated today. Really excited about those releases as usual. This is the best part of my month is to share with you what we've built. We'll be sending a summary of this and a recap, and be on the lookout for the features that are coming soon as well. I wish you all an amazing month of August. Summer is rolling quickly, and yeah, thanks again for joining us. Thank you, George, for your help.
You're welcome, Richard.